A Texan shave, steel in hand, traditional wet, shaving smooth and grand.
Howdy, welcome back to A Texan Shaves, Blizzard Battles Round 2. So I pulled a bit of an audible. I had one listed that I was going to be using, and that was Chiseled Face Crematorium's Orange Creamsicle. And actually I think there was one prior to that that I ended up using, and there was just no menthol feel whatsoever. And then when I used Orange Creamsicle, I ordered it for the Blizzard Battles because it said with cooling menthol to give the popsicle effect and whatever, but then nothing. And I went back and looked at the ingredients on the tub and on the sales blurb, and no menthol or WS-23 or anything was listed. So I'm trying to figure out why they said there would be a menthol kick in there. Anyway, so what I've done is I've replaced it. The same day I pulled that, I did receive one from Murphy McNeil, and this is going to be in Blizzard Battles now, round 2, GAEL LAOCH White. I really love the fragrance. Now this is an homage to Creed Viking, the old original Creed Viking. Has top notes of bergamot, lemon, pepper, middle notes of pepper again, rose, peppermint, and a base of sandalwood, vetiver, patchouli, and lavender. I really like GAEL LAOCH Black, and I wanted the cooling because you know me about menthol. Now this one isn't menthol. This one is, they call it Coolada 23, which I believe is the same thing as WS-23. So it's synthetic cooling. So this one probably really won't kick in until about the second pass. That is going up against, and I apologize because I don't think this one is available anymore. It was at the time that I purchased it, but when I was looking for it, it doesn't seem to be available. But this is Captain's Choice Nor'easter. Now this is an amber, spicy berry, lavender, citrus, and it's topped off with a blast of menthol. So those are the two competitors today. I'm using the same brushes as we used last time. We're going to be using the white CB Brushworks Blizzard Battle brush for GAEL LAOCH, since it matches, of course. And then we're going to be using the brush I got from a good friend of the show. This one is the blue. Oh, sorry, I've got it kind of dark in here. It's hard for me to look at the colors there. And that's going to be going with the Captain's Choice Nor'easter. So the razor we're going to be using, I'm going to be using today the Adopted Acres Chisel Plow. A lot of y'all have seen this. I believe Doug and Caroline have sold most of these. He still has some left. If you want to grab one, go check out Adopted Acres Etsy and grab you one. Now this is available some other places, but this particular one has all the accessories. There are 2 plates involved. It's a really unique razor. I'll do a specific video on it later, but Doug has all the information you need for it. I'm using the solid bar base plate with a roller bar on there. Have it loaded with a second use Schick P30 AC blade. And I have, three plus days of growth. Actually, it's probably more than that. This is Monday. My last shave was Thursday. Wow. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 4 days growth. As you can tell, there's plenty. And we definitely need a chisel plow for this. So let's get started. I'm going to put GAEL LAOCH on this side. We're going to be doing Captain's Choice Nor'easter on this side. And let's get this battle going. Just going to be doing a tub load on each. And I believe that one's kind of soft, so I have to be careful here. I'm going to try not to overload like I've done in the past. I'm the world's worst with that. Let's get this brush wet. All right. So I was hoping to have this video up and done for Sunday. I used to do the Blizzard Battles on Sunday, and I was trying to do that again to have it all hit every Sunday. But man, life just gets in the way, guys, and I apologize I didn't get this out sooner. But that is making a fantastic lather. All right, we got that one loaded. Let's get this one loaded now. This Captain's Choice is a much softer soap, so I am not going to load it as much. I think that's probably going to be about it for that. There we go. All right, let's get the glasses off and the face wet. Just going to start with the left side. Now the fragrance on this is ridiculously good. Creed Viking is one of my favorite fragrances from Creed. And so I think it may have a little bit of an unfair advantage for that fragrance bonus point, but I do like the scent on Nor'easter. Now, being that this is synthetic cooling, there will be no issue with lather. It will automatically get a point for lather structure. Good deal. Now, I am not expecting much on first pass cooling from this one, again because of synthetic cooling. Using the Adopted Acres Chisel Plow, this is a hefty boy, let me tell you. All right. And that is definitely plowing. Much needed shave, as you could tell. Ooh, that is like night and day between the whisker side and the non-whisker side. Wow. Very effective and efficient razor. All right. Get the other side wet. Oh, wait. I'm feeling a little bit of the cooling. All right. Time for Captain's Choice Nor'easter. Now I do have the splash for both of these, and I do have the balm for LAOCH White Frost Edition, but I only break out the balm when it's balm to balm, or if I have splash and balm for both, then I use both the splash and balm for both and super load that cooling. Get a little bit of water. Beautiful work here. Definitely gets its point for lather. No issues there. I thought I said I wasn't going to do the lather structure anymore, but I guess I am. Because there were no issues at all last year, so we'll just leave it. So they both got that point. And initial cooling, oh, let's get the shave going. We'll talk about it after this pass. I will put a link in the description to Adopted Acres Etsy site for the chisel plow. It is definitely a very efficient and fun AC razor. It does have a little bit of a particular angle, but it's pretty intuitive. All right. Initial cooling. This one right now is about Parasso, so it's a 1. GAEL LAOCH is a 1. This one is probably a 1.5. It's not much more. It really isn't. You know, believe it or not, even though one's synthetic and one's menthol, they're actually the same level. This one may be just a hair more, but it's not enough for me to even say 1.5. So they both get a 1 for that 1 to 5 on initial cooling. Let's get water on and go for pass 2. Do have a bit of a cool blast with that water. Definitely a little bit of added chill adding this on. But being synthetic, nothing like that second pass boost you get with menthol. All right, cross the grain. This thing has such a wide path, like a plow, and it just gone. It did not take long at all. Right. Nor'easter. A little bit of a boost. Not a whole lot. There's just not a whole lot of menthol in Nor'easter. This side's going pretty good right now. We'll see what this side does after the second pass. A little soap on my fingers there. All right, so second pass coolness. They are still neck and neck. This is going to be tough. Do I give them both the point, or do I just call it a draw and no point? I'd say I'd need to give them both the point and do cumulative at the end. So they're both pretty even. Yeah, they both get a point. So far they are tied. They both got lather structure, they both got a 1 on initial, and they both got a 1 on second pass, so 3 to 3. This is going to be tough. All right, final pass. If it comes down to scent bonus point, that'll be odd. I think that did happen once last year. Of course, we do have the longevity to go as well. Oh yeah, it was the reactivation that I took out of the scoring system from last year. All right. All right, against the grain. Kicking in pretty good on this side. Man, outstanding shade. All right. Captain's Choice Nor'easter. A little bitty weeper right there. Performance and fragrance on both these soaps are fantastic. These are both well known, of course, and we know they all perform very well. Third pass. I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm gonna have to give the third pass to Captain's Choice Nor'easter. Honestly, yep, Captain's Choice. Well, God, it's so close. So close. And I think it's because the synthetic side is still kind of building. And with the menthol, it's there and then it fades, but yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Nor'easter. All right, I'm gonna rinse. I'm gonna come back up for the splash. We're gonna start that timer. Be right back. All right. Wow, wow, that razor did an incredible BBS, jeez. That razor is so good. Slightly heavy for my personal taste, but not enough for me to not want to use it because the shave is so good. All right. All right, we're going to go with GAEL LAOCH Frost Edition. Am I pronouncing that right? Someone let me know if I'm not. You know me and pronunciations. All right, here we go. That's plenty, probably more than I need. All right. All right, we will discard this towel after I dry my hands, just so we're not contaminating with the other splash. And Captain's Choice Nor'easter. You know, I probably should have, I never thought of this, I probably should have done a point after the splash as well to see which, just to kind of go with the whole set, but I didn't think of that. till just now. I don't know why I didn't think of that last year. All right. Okay. Start the timer. There we go. Timer is started. Neither of them are really intense at all, not like some of the ones that you've seen me do in the lap battles. Kind of glad I'm doing these early. They're going to be knocked out pretty soon. I have a few strong ones in this battle. Right now, after the splashes, I don't know if this one's going to get any more intense or not. They're pretty neck and neck. This one's still a hair more. So right now, Captain's Choice is ahead by 1 point. I'm going to go ahead and give the fragrance point, though, to GAEL LAOCH, just because that fragrance is out of this world. Ridiculously good. So they're tied again. So whatever the longevity is going to be the deciding factor, and we're going to find out. You know, we know how synthetic cooling is. It may happen, but that's how it's played. Sometimes synthetic goes up against menthol, but that doesn't mean they're going to win. Orbit got knocked out pretty quick last year. So, all right. Going to pause it right here, and we'll come back for the results of the longevity. Be right back. All right, we're back. So Nor'easter died first. I'm still feeling GAEL LAOCH white. Nor'easter is gone, and it was just a hair over 19 minutes for that to end. So the longevity point goes to GAEL LAOCH white from Murphy and McNeil, which creates a problem. That's a 4-4 score. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give it to Captain's Choice Nor'easter, because through the whole thing, the coldness was just a hair more, just barely, but noticeable, but not enough for me to give it any additional points on that first pass coldness. It wasn't enough to bring it to a rating of 2, 3, or 4, or even 5, of course. It was still in that 1 level. So congratulations, Captain's Choice Nor'easter. You are the winner of round 2 of Blizzard Battles 2025. It was a tough battle, and you came out on top. Congratulations, sir. All right. I'll be doing my best to get the next one up as soon as possible. I also have something special. A lot of you have seen some of my posts. Some of you haven't, but I have a collaboration soap with the Cajun Blade called Neutral Ground. It's based on, it's themed around a territory in Texas in the 1800s that was a no man's land, a lawless zone, and it was at the border between Louisiana and Texas, and so we themed it around that. I'm going to have more information up soon. I'm going to have a shave with it soon. I already have it. The fragrance is incredible. It's very fresh right now. It's getting better every day. Probably going to hopefully have something up by about Friday is what I'm shooting for on that. Maybe Saturday. And a couple other things going on. So I'm going to have actually 2 or 3 videos popping up this week. Also go to Adopted Acres and get yourself a chisel plow. This is what it looks like without that base plate. It's all magnetic. You can see the magnets up in there. This is the rollerball one that I was using. So basically you just pop it in right there, you load your blade, and you just push that up, and it's good to go. Pull it down to remove, and if you want to switch the plates, you just pull it out. And I've got the other plate right here. And this one is the scallop bar. And again, you just pop it in, push it up, and there you go. So it is a really unique razor. It is very efficient. It is a hair on the aggressive side. And one thing I have noticed, just be very careful when you're trying to unload a blade. There's really no good place to grip that blade to pull it out. So be very careful when you're pulling out a blade to change them, or just to pull it out to clean it and dry it off. But go check it out, man. This shave, geez, I am completely 100% BBS, better than I've had in a while. And I really needed it after 4 days of growth. Again, congratulations, Captain's Choice Nor'easter. We'll see you again. Find your peace in what and where you can. We'll see you next time on A Texan Shaves. Goodbye.
Find your peace